So is your canoe in need of new seats? Mine's been in need of them for quite a while. I already had to repair them once. So you can see I have both bow and stern seats off. I have the yoke, the thwart, or they're just called struts. I'm actually sanded those down and repolyurethaned. It's never too early to start getting your canoe ready for the upcoming season. My new seats came yesterday. Let's go downstairs and cut them to size. Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be replacing the two seats on my Old Town Canoe. The ones that I had were originally the caned seats, and they started to deteriorate after quite a few years of use. And I actually went through the process of taking some webbing from an old lawn chair and fixing this one. This one I ended up just putting a piece of wood in and then just adding a cushion. So I figured this year I was going to go ahead and actually buy new seats. Now they don't come caned, they come with the webbing on them. So that's nice. I hope it lasts a little longer. So I ended up getting the seats yesterday. So I get it from Johnson Outdoors Incorporated, Old Town Canoe. Very friendly. I actually called them on the phone. She was very helpful. These are the seats. Looks like a nice weatherproof webbing. Also, it's tight. I could never really get mine very tight. Also, the only way to get these is a generic size of 34 inches. So we're just going to have to put the old ones on top, mark them off, and make note where the drill holes are, and we're going to have to go ahead and drill them. So they actually come with a polyurethane on them. I'm going to go ahead and oh, they're actually bigger. So you just need to have it centered. And then just draw your line. Just going to center punch it. So I ended up just marking because they are at an angle, and I center punched where I'm going to drill the holes to mount. Whatever method you choose, move this until I get the angle that I want. Now on the holes, it's a 3/16 inch bolt, but I'm going to go a little bigger just so there's room. Now for the second one, same thing. So these aren't exactly, I mean, they're close. They're not exactly the same. Nothing is exact. So you just want to get this as centered as you can. Go ahead and make your mark. And just push in enough to make your dent. Now you can use a hand saw. Just make sure it's a crosscut saw. I'll do one. You don't have to always use power saws. Make sure you have a crosscut saw. Okay. But since I have this, I'm going to use it. Why not? going to sand off any sharp corners, and before I put this on the actual canoe, I'm going to polyurethane the ends. You don't want to have just bare wood. And you need to use a waterproof polyurethane. And here's the other strut. So I brought them in, I sanded them down and put 2 coats of polyurethane on them. The hardware you can purchase separately. The metal hardware per seat is about $16 or $17. So some of these I made last time I went through my canoe and fixed it up a little bit. I ended up just sanding them off and putting another coat of polyurethane. These are holding up pretty well. If you buy these are more than $4 each. So you need 8 of them. So that's pretty costly. I ended up having to replace 2 of the bolts last time. Same thing, 3/16. Then you get the top washer, you get the nut and bottom washers. I put new ones on, and then they have little rubber tips on the bottom of the screw, so if you go underneath on the bolt you don't get cut. So why don't we go ahead and mount the 2 struts. There's the center for the yoke. So all you need is a 3/8 wrench and Phillips screwdriver. Your under washer and your nut. So I let the polyurethane dry. Just getting all this stuff out. Get my bolts in first. So you're going to need a spacer on each, a washer, and then a nut. It's gonna be nice having a seat again, a real one. The opening is a little bigger than the other ones, than the cane seats. So it gives you more surface area for your butt. Bear here. Oh, there's a rivet right next to it. That's what's throwing me off a little here. Can't get the piece all the way up here. Flatten it a little bit here. That's a little better. Just give it a little tap. You can also use a socket from underneath. Whatever is easiest for you. And that's it. Looks like brand new. So it doesn't take long to go from old broken seats to mounting a new one. I chose not to replace the hardware or the dowels because they were in pretty good shape. I like the web better than the caning. The cane was always a smaller little seat area. This one is 2.5 more inches more, so 2.5 to 3 inches more, so that's nice. So I ended up using a website that's affiliated with Old Town. I'm sure there's other ones out there because it's just a generic size, so it works really well. Very happy. I'm looking forward to doing some canoeing this year. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.